Coffee was imported into Vietnam by the French people in the late 19th century. Over 150 years available in Vietnam, coffee is now a type of tree with high economic value, and coffee culture is also growing. The strong flavor of coffee gradually becomes familiar with the daily rhythm of life of the people. Vietnamese people can drink coffee in the morning, afternoon and evening when they are sad, happy or anytime they like. In Western countries, coffee is a catalyst for work. In Vietnam, coffee goes along with relaxation with friends. The modern life makes coffee taste become richer. Besides the traditional coffee shops, new and more youthful cafes arise, serving every need of enjoying it fast, slowly or taking away. No matter how coffee is enjoyed in Vietnam, it is still considered an attractive beverage.
Greetings from Sang Việt Nam on VTC10 Net Việt. With the passion and love for coffee, many coffee makers in Vietnam have been creative in making new types of coffee and suits the taste of many customers. So in today's program, we'll find out more about the coffee culture in Vietnam and the world. And the guest speaker in our program today is Mr. Sung Hoon, an expert in coffee. Thank you for joining us. Being an expert in coffee and coming from a country with a very strong coffee culture, I'm wondering what type of coffee do you like?
As a Korean, many Koreans like American style or Italian style coffee, which is because we feel that it's quite strong, but compared to the Vietnamese coffee, it's not really strong. But people enjoy more a variety of coffee styles. This coffee is a product of taste and preference, so it will be different from person by person. Or in a one person, maybe I want to have a strong coffee in the morning time, and in the evening time I want to have some soft coffee or coffee with milk.
Coming to Vietnam, a country of different types of coffee, I'm wondering what is your impression on the Vietnamese coffee and especially the coffee culture here?
Vietnamese coffee has very strong character. As you said, Vietnamese coffee is very strong, and very thick, and very sweet. So personally, I like strong coffee. Actually, I was not really enjoying strong coffee, but after I start enjoying Vietnamese strong coffee, I like it. It's kind of addictive. When I first taste Vietnamese coffee, I went to one traditional cafe and I saw the next table Vietnamese friend, they are enjoying Fin coffee. And then there was a fin like this with a very beautiful traditional ceramic mug. And I called a step and then I want to have the same kind of coffee. The coffee came in and I wait about 5 to 10 minutes to dropping down all the coffee. And then while I was confirming like, oh, it's done. And I tried that. It was my first Vietnamese coffee. When I almost finished, I found milk under the coffee. So it was, I remember, café soa nong. But I didn't know that condensed milk was under the coffee. Then I didn't stir it, and I just tried the coffee then. So it was very strong impression for me at the time. And I like Vietnamese coffee culture because Vietnamese coffee usually use fin like this. And the fin, we need to wait like 5 to 10 minutes. So I like that time. So in the coffee, in Italian style or American style, it's a very short time and then they enjoy to take away. But Vietnamese traditional culture, we sit down by myself or with my friend, and then we put our coffee on the fin, and then while we are waiting for coffee is going down, we can have a time to chat or we can have time to ask, how are you? and then I like that culture as well.
Does it mean that using the thin filter here, it can make Vietnamese coffee different from the coffee in other countries?
Coffee, basically, theoretically, we need to brew coffee. So in the Western culture, they use a lot of different tools. They also have a same dripper like this, or they use an espresso machine, or they use a French press. So a variety of tools. In a Turkey, so we boil the coffee. But this is the Vietnamese way. This is very simple and it's easy to use.
Today, Mr. Sang Seung Hoon will join his staff in making coffee into two styles, traditional and modern. Traditionally, coffee is made with a filter to keep the thickness and strength. With a suitable amount of coffee, depending on the needs of each person, boiling water is poured slowly into coffee filter. Waiting for about 10 minutes, we'll have a cup of thick black coffee. One can add sugar or milk to enjoy. The second way of making cafe is to use a funnel and filter paper. This brewing method is similar to Vietnam's traditional filtering method. However, the use of special filter paper limits the residue in a coffee cup as it is in traditional filter.
Cái khác biệt rõ rệt nhất là cái hương vị pha phin của Việt Nam thì nó đậm đặc hơn. Và những người nào mà ít uống cà phê thì có thể thấy là nó rất là khó uống, rất là đắng. Còn phương pháp này thì uống nó nhạt hơn rất nhiều. Và khi pha thì hương nó lan tỏa nhiều hơn so với mình pha phin.
Many young people today are interested in sipping a cup of coffee while looking at different ways of preparation. Minh Thư often goes with her friends to a coffee shop.
Được chứng kiến cách pha cà phê này thì mình cảm thấy rất là ấn tượng về cái sự tỉ mỉ và người ta có thể bỏ ra để pha một tách cà phê. Lúc uống thì mình cũng cảm thấy rất là đậm vị hơn. Nó có vẻ đắng, khi mới uống thì có vẻ đắng một chút, khi mà uống vào rồi thì sẽ ngấm vào họng thì sẽ để lại vị ngọt. Mình thích thử tất cả các loại cà phê. Mình thích thử tất cả các phong cách uống. Nhưng mà hầu hết thì mình sẽ thích ngồi nhâm nhi hơn.
Thực ra là cái cách pha cà phê từ ngày xưa và bây giờ nó chỉ là hiện đại hơn, với các đồ mình trông nó rất là chuyên nghiệp. Ngày xưa mình chỉ là cái phin đơn giản bình thường thôi, nhưng mà cái quan trọng của người pha cà phê tức là cái độ ủ cà phê. Khi mình mà ủ đúng thời gian và đúng cái nhiệt độ của cà phê thì mình nghĩ là sẽ mang được cái cốc cà phê ngon.
For foreign visitors, Vietnamese coffee also brings new experiences. The Wheelers came to Vietnam for the second time, and every time they come, they want to enjoy this fascinating beverage.
Yeah, we tried Vietnamese coffee last year when we were here. We found it quite sweet and quite thick, but this coffee is lovely, nice and creamy. It's really lovely coffee. Yeah, there's more flavour to it, much more flavour, and nice and strong, mellow. Yeah, it's very good, very good.
In general, the coffee is very, very good. We drink coffee all the time at home in England, and when we come here, we always drink coffee. We never drink tea, but we enjoy it. We think the coffee is very, very good.
Currently, coffee has become a popular drink and is really enjoyed in Vietnam. Whether brewing in the traditional or modern method, coffee brings a unique taste and good mood to the customers.
Previously, we were talking about the traditional and the new types of coffee. Can you tell us more about the difference between the two?
So it is based on American style or Italian style, like many other coffee franchise brands like Starbucks or Coffee Bean Gloria jeans. They are now very common in the worldwide, and they use espresso machine, and they make a espresso beverage, and using that espresso they make different kind of like a cafe latte or cafe mocha or other ice blended something. Vietnamese style is using like a fin, so we can make it like a dark coffee, or we can make it with milk. So that's the difference. And also big difference is what kind of coffee they are using. In an Italian or American style, they usually use Arabica coffee, but in Vietnamese coffee, we usually use Robusta coffee.
So in order to have a new type of coffee, I'm wondering where does the inspiration for the coffee maker come from?
As I said, coffee is a product of taste. So it can be different by people, or it can be different from time to time. So as a coffee maker, it is a big pleasure to make a new style of coffee. It's not just saying we receive Italian coffee or American coffee, which is new to Hanoi and Vietnam, but we can also make a different style of Vietnamese coffee. That's what I like and my friends like.
From your point of view, what can you say about the creativity and the efforts of the Vietnamese coffee maker in making and learning to make new types of coffee nowadays?
I like Vietnamese coffee makers because they are very proud of Vietnamese coffee. That is most important thing. Because they are proud of their Vietnamese coffee, they can try many different trials. They can mix with ice, they can mix with egg, they can mix with some chocolate. So they can try those kind of things because they are proud of their coffee. And then I also support those kind of creative trial because we should know that even in Vietnam, we have more variety of coffee culture and coffee beverage, but at the same time, many people from the worldwide, they are now enjoying more Vietnamese coffee. And they want to taste Vietnamese coffee, and they want to feel Vietnamese coffee culture.
Nowadays, many people want to make a coffee and enjoy coffee at home. And do you think that by providing the coffee bags to the customers, they can serve themselves at home?
Yes, that is the coffee bean product which we produce. And as you said, our customers and they can enjoy our coffee at home. So that coffee, then it is whole bean, so maybe we can grind, and then we can use a variety of tools. For example, they can just pour the powder on this fin, or they can use, our customers can use a dripper, or our customers can use a small machine or a French press. And then it is good when they want to have a coffee, fresh coffee at home.
Once again, thank you, Mr. Seung Hoon, for joining our program today.
Thank you very much for your time.
Nowadays, there are a number of coffee styles in Vietnam that suits the taste of many people. Hopefully, you can find the coffee style that suits your taste. And that's all we have for today's program. For comment and feedback, don't hesitate to write to us at shuangvietnam@netvietTV.net. Thank you for watching and goodbye for now.